This is Struggling to Succeed. In this week's episode, we're going to discuss why I stopped using Instagram and how that has made me happier. Have you ever been doing something regularly, and then one time while you're doing it, you kind of say to yourself, what am I doing? Why am I even doing this? Well, that recently happened to me with Instagram. And before I jump into why I stopped using Instagram and why it's made me happier, I want to frame the conversation so you understand in the first place why I was on the app and why I was using it on a regular basis. My thinking a year ago was all about trying to increase traffic into this channel specifically. And I thought that if I increased my Instagram followers and put a lot of work into Instagram, it would have the residual and strategic byproduct of increasing my viewership on YouTube. So I set out a almost mini marketing plan or digital marketing plan for my Instagram account to track along every video that I was posting and track along my daily struggling to succeed. It was almost like I was running two separate platforms, one on YouTube and one on Instagram, linking back to the same philosophy and idea, hopefully both of them drawing traffic onto each other. That's the philosophy, that's the strategy, and that's what a lot of digital marketing people will teach people to do. That you just don't want to succeed on one channel. You want to try to succeed on multi-channels. Great. That's awesome. That's really good advice. But what if I don't fucking care? I came to that decision sometime in December last year when I realized I had spent one full year stressing myself out trying to post actively and be in Instagram very often, making contact on other people's profiles, sending DMs, liking pictures, and really trying to use digital marketing and growth hacking techniques to build my platform. And I failed miserably at this. I went from about 100 followers to about 260-ish in the space of 1 year. And that made me realize that I'm not selling anything. I'm also not already a celebrity or a person of interest that it's interesting to see that I'm having a salad on a Thursday. That's not. It might be interesting to see that David Beckham or Beyonce is having a salad on a Thursday. Because you're like, oh wow, rich people eat too. But it's not interesting to see some random person. Oh, that random person's had a salad on a Tuesday. Big fucking whoop. And that's what I felt about Instagram. I started to feel like I was a fraud trying to attract followers to my channel and trying all these different techniques of posting regularly or not posting, but then being active on stories, sending people DMs or commenting on every and single little post from other people, strategically following other performance coaches and then commenting on their posts to try to drive traffic. And a lot of this came from listening to Gary Vaynerchuk. You know, he's all about hand-to-hand combat and all about getting in there and you know, fighting your way to the top and working hard to be successful. And all that's great. Except, again, I'm going back to my point. I don't fucking care. It's not because it's hard work. It's because I'm not selling anything. It's just stress on top of being stress. And that's the realization I had in December. I was like, fuck, I've just spent a year constantly thinking about using this stupid fucking app on my phone to try to increase some sort of number that's completely arbitrary because having more followers is going to do what exactly? Like, give me more followers? Like, what is the end result? What's the end game? Is it because I want to get 20,000 followers so I can stop going to work? No, it's not. It was just trying to drive traffic to my YouTube channel because I wanted to put out posts because I thought what I was saying might be interesting to a couple of people. So why put myself through that stress? All this line of thinking and thoughts happened to coincide with me randomly reading an article last year that was on CNBC about which social media apps make you feel depressed. Funnily enough, they ranked the top apps that we all know from 1 to 5, and Instagram was right at top at number 1. Number 2 was Snapchat, number 3 was Facebook, number 4 was Twitter, and 5 was YouTube. Funny how Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook, that are all a little bit more visual and curated and highlight reel apps, were higher in the depressive kind of rankings compared to Twitter and YouTube, that I think aren't quite as highlight reel or narcissistic, you could even say, compared to the other apps. Thinking about that report and the stress that I had put myself under in conjunction with my 52-week, 52-video challenge on YouTube, trying to build an Instagram following through the same kind of idea and struggling to succeed, I kind of realized that, yeah, Instagram does make me depressed. I don't like being on it. The stress of trying to build my following, the stress of like always checking my phone for likes. I did the math, and I'm not a big social media kind of like, it doesn't really suck me in. I do waste time on it, but I kind of averaged out that I probably check my phone for 5 minutes 10 times a day. So I worked that out. That's 50 minutes a day. That's round about 6 hours a week. Then I multiplied that by 52 and got 300 hours. And then I realized that if you divide 300 by 8, you end up with round about 36 working days. And that blew me away. Like, I instantly, when I did that math, like, dropped Instagram, dropped my phone. Like, what am I doing? I'm spending practically a full month with no days off checking my feckin' phone on a feckin' app that makes me bloody unhappy because I'm trying to build followings for no other reason than just feeling better about myself. What I really try to look at is the ROI in what I'm doing on a daily basis, the return on investment. I also look at the 80-20 rule, something that I've talked about in other videos and something that I'm very conscious of. Where is the 20% of activity giving me 80% of my happiness? And I can tell you right now that being on Instagram was not in the 20% that was giving me 80% of my happiness. It was not something that I was enjoying doing. So December 31st, 2017, you can go and check it out right now, Struggling to Succeed on Instagram. That was my last post. I have been on sparingly over the last month and a half-ish to like a few posts, put up 1 or 2 stories, but I've hardly been on at all, and I've not posted anything new. And I can tell you right now, after a month of not using Instagram, not posting on Instagram, and being very limited with my time using the app, I'm happier. I genuinely actually feel happier because I no longer have the stress, the worry in my mind that, oh, I need to post on Instagram. Oh, I need to get something out. Oh, I need to get involved in hand-to-hand combat to grow my platform. Who gives a fuck about growing my platform? I'm not somebody trying to sell you some skinny fucking tea or some green juice bullshit or some new exercise thing or the 7 ways to improve your diet through sticking your fingers up your ass. That is not what I'm trying to do with my life. I just want to get a message out that basically says it doesn't matter where you are in your life. Life is a struggle. Start now. Start working hard. Stand up straight. Make correct decisions. Keep moving forward. And just do your best to sort your life out around you to make your environments a happier and more productive place to be. So at the end of the day, when you put your head to your pillow, you just genuinely feel better about yourself. And that typically means staying the fuck off Instagram. Well, that's it from me this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along and get lots more content on my Struggling to Succeed journey. My mission here is to deliver you guys bite-sized videos each week that can hopefully help you start your journey of success. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you next week. Stay off Instagram. Make it a good one.